I'll be making pumpkin pie using canned pumpkin and a pre-made shell. With this recipe, we are able to use Home for the Holidays spice and replace a great deal of the sugar. For example, this recipe calls for salt and cinnamon and clove and ginger. The problem is that clove and ginger do not have the same profile, but yet they are both 1/4 teaspoon. That does not work, it is unbalanced. Also, the cinnamon, 1 teaspoon, is actually not enough when we use true cinnamon. And that's exactly what we use at Spice Road. When replacing the sugar mixture, not only are these balanced, but there's also nutmeg and allspice, real butter, white vanilla, and only a trace of salt. This is reduced. We're ready to make the pie. And as you can see, the directions here, you probably can't tell, but it says to mix the dry ingredients in one bowl and beat the eggs in a separate bowl. This is not necessary with this blend. We're taking 1/2 cup sugar and 2/3 cup. This is being increased slightly because of the extra spices measurement. And we can now fold this in together without having a second bowl. Now, because pumpkin pie is actually a custard, what we want to do is beat the egg fairly well. And then, rather than stirring this a lot, what I'm going to do is fold in the egg and not overstir this. We want to make sure that it's well blended, but not beaten to death. As you can see, enough is enough. Now, the next thing we want to do is add the canned milk. Is what the recipe calls for, is canned milk. However, I often use half and half, but I'm going to stay true to the recipe. And again, we don't want to dump this all in at once. This is a custard, so we don't want to break the egg. By not breaking the egg terribly and overstirring, the egg itself will leaven and we'll get a nice puff and make a nice tender custard for the pumpkin pie. And that's sufficient. Now, it seems like there's always too much. We do not want to overfill that. Enough is enough. I don't want it.